Welcome, you wonderful Year 9 students, to a quick video explaining how we are going to remotely present our presentations. Over the last few weeks, you've been focusing on preparation for your presentation. I'm sure that preparation has gone really well. I'm sure you've invested lots of time and effort into it. What we get to do today is find out how we're going to present. Remember, this is all based on your English language studies to prepare you for a GCSE in English language. And this will finish off Unit 2 of Year 9 and allow us to move on to our next unit of work next time. Okay, we've been focusing very heavily on speaking and listening this half term, so this is your chance to shine. What we've done so far then, since we started this unit, is we chose a topic. I went through all of the different topics that we could choose. We went through lots of different ideas, and what was really important was that you made the decision. Because this is an individual research presentation, I cannot make the decision for you. So what you've decided to talk about is entirely your decision, not mine, and I hope that gives you a little bit of ownership and autonomy on this so that you can talk about something you really feel passionately about. Once we'd decided on the topic, you conducted your research. That was one of those things you did over Christmas, and I've seen some of your research and I've been very pleased to see how well you've adapted to that. After that, your task was to write a script, and again, you've done fantastic jobs of your script. Then I asked you to practice your speeches, and you've spent this last week practicing for this presentation. There's only one thing left on the list, and that is to present. That's what we focus on today. Let's actually do this presentation. Remember, when it comes to doing this in Year 10 or Year 11, we only get one really good chance at this. We have to have the recording equipment in place. So when it comes to doing the recording, you need to make sure that you are ready, because getting this done first time round is far more impressive than needing 2 or 3 or 5 different attempts at this. So making sure we do it fantastically first time round is very important. What are we learning today then? Well, we are going to learn how to present remotely. This is the first time the school has ever done it like this, but I've been quite interested to see how this will work. What I'm looking for is I want every single one of you to be able to record yourselves. Okay? Then I would like you to be able to submit your recording via Teams. And finally, I'd like to see you being able to speak coherently and fluently in these presentations. The way we would normally present is quite clear. You've done these types of presentations in Year 7 and Year 8. What normally happens is you would stand at the front of the class, you would speak for the 5 minutes that you have been given, and then at the end of those 5 minutes, you will look out into the audience and ask them if they have any questions. For the next 2 minutes, you will answer the questions of your audience, and at that point, the presentation is complete. That's how, at Key Stage 3, we've done all of our presentations in the past. When it comes to doing this at GCSE level, there is simply one extra thing that would be there, and that is a camera at the back of the room. And that camera is to make sure that your presentation is filmed, so that when your teacher has given you a mark for that piece of work, an examiner from the WJC will be able to watch the video and make sure that the mark that has been given has been accurate. Very important for you to realise that there would be camera at a GCSE, because that's something that we're going to have to get used to. To allow ourselves to record as simply as possible, I've given you 3 clear ways that this can be done. I don't mind which of these you select. Make sure you do the one that you feel most confident with. The first thing you could do is to record yourself in terms of the audio only, so that I, on the opposite end of the computer, will be able to only hear your voice. At GCSE level, we'd need to be able to see you as well, but for the purposes of this, I'm completely happy to have this as an audio only file. Now, one way of doing this is to use a website called vocaroo, and I will show you how to use that website very shortly. If you have a way of doing this using your phone or using your computer, that's completely fine. Just make sure that you can upload it through Teams in the way that I show you. The second way you could do this, and some of you have asked me about this already, is by using PowerPoint. And that's if you have a PowerPoint presentation that you are going to use in class. You'll be able to use the narration function to show me your presentation, and I could have your audio there at the same time. If you would prefer to show me a video of yourself and you are presenting, then you can do that if you like. You will need some sort of recording equipment, perhaps a camera or perhaps your mobile phone. If you would like to do that, I'm completely happy for you to send me a video through Teams. It must be through Teams though. I'd rather not receive it through an email if that's okay with you. So one of three ways, either just your voice or your voice and a presentation, or finally, I'm happy to accept that video if you'd like. This is the easiest way to record your voice. If you type in vocaroo or vocaroo.com into a search engine, you will receive a website that looks like this. And it is quite simple. All you need to do is prepare yourself. When you're ready, click the button and it will begin recording your sounds. Okay, you're only going to be able to do this if you have a microphone, of course. And most computers, most laptops will have a microphone inbuilt. If you don't have access to a microphone, you'll have to let me know. So all you need to do, click the button and record yourself. Once you've finished, click the button and that will end the recording for you. Once you've clicked the button, which will stop your recording once you've finished, what you will then be given is a little box at the bottom that says Save and Share. What I'd like you to do is click on Save and Share. Once you've clicked on Save and Share, the extra box at the bottom appears, and you've got a few options here. All you will need to do to submit your work is to copy and paste the address that is given. So here, right click, copy that address, and you simply submit that to me via the Teams assignment. Please don't put this on the wall, our area in Teams, because then anyone will be able to see it. All you need to do is click on that, copy it and paste it into the assignment section and hand that in to me. That way, only I am able to listen to that presentation, and you can feel assured that nobody else will be listening to the presentation. If you wanted to download it using one of the buttons at the bottom, that's entirely up to you. But all I need is that address, and then I'll be able to listen and I'll be able to assess your speaking and listening assessment. As part of the assessment, you should have other people at home watching you. The reason why this is so important is because we need to make sure that we are used to having audiences when we speak. Without an audience, then the task itself is a little bit different. So if you do have someone at home who can listen to you, whether that's a mother, a father, a guardian, a grandparent, a dog, a cat, just make sure that there is someone there available. I know that might not be the case, and if you have to do this on your own, then that's not the end of the world. But if you do have another person present, they will be able to ask you questions at the end, and that will give you that practice of being able to think on your feet and being able to speak on demand. That's all you need to do. That's your assessment. Once you've done that, once you've all uploaded, we'll be able to move on to our next unit of work. I'm missing you all enormously. I'm hoping you're all keeping safe at home. I'm hoping you're also helping those other people in the household, making sure everyone's life is as easy as possible at this moment. What I will do is I will see you very shortly when we are allowed back in school. Keep yourself safe. Have an absolute wonderful day, and I will see you all shortly.